We go. What's up, soccer friends? Welcome to the Kickback Committee Happy Hour. It's Baby Friday. I'm Susannah alongside Goss. And cheers, my friend. We're almost
Cheers.
through another week of soccer madness.
Yeah.
It's been busy, man.
It has been very busy.
Lots,
It has felt
lots to
like
talk about.
Monday and Friday every day so far this week.
Could not agree more. Between the US and World Cup qualifiers and leading up to Decision Day and NWSL drama and Trinity Rodman getting injured again. Like, oh God, I just can't. I can't. But that's what this show's for.
That's what it's for us to decompress
Literally.
and relax a little. So yesterday, speaking of the Trinity Rodman injury, there was these CONCACAF games for these NWSL teams, Orlando and Washington. And I was getting texts about them, but I was not watching them because I was at the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida to see T-Pain's 20th anniversary tour.
What?
Yeah. And so
Wow.
I'm in it experiencing the Trinity Rodman stuff, only as I was waiting through the openers, because once T-Pain gets on stage, it never ends. It literally never ends.
I feel like I need to dive in a little deeper here. So how long was it? What did he open with? Like what? How did he sound?
He sounds great. Do you know the latest in T-Pain's career arc that now he's like a legitimate Unreal singer?
Wait, what? No,
So
I did
it
not
turns
know
out
this.
he always had a great voice. Like always.
Despite all the
He did the auto-tune
Auto-tune.
thing because he wanted to find something different, and it became what he was known for. He then went on to win season 1 of The Masked Singer because he has
I've never watched The Masked Singer,
Yeah.
and now I'm really mad.
I've only watched 2 seasons, 1 and 2, because they do way too many of them now, and I can't keep up. He won season 1 because he has an unreal voice, and no one really knew that. Then he started doing like covers and stuff, and now he's got like a whole redone career. He runs his own label. He's a famous streamer. Like I think he has a video game company. There's like a lot going on. We Googled a bit of this. I knew some of it. We Googled some of it on the drive. So that all happened. He's got hits beyond. He basically does 30 to 45 seconds of every song. He barely goes longer because in the show, he could not fit it all. It's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many people were at the T-Pain?
7,000. 7,000 person theater, sold out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So clearly
He's
you
the
enjoyed
legend.
yourself. I'm not gonna lie. Like if someone were like, "Hey," like I don't know that I would buy T-Pain tickets, but like if someone was like, "Suze, I got an extra ticket to go see T-Pain," I'd be like, "Okay." Like
This was kind of what happened, which was my wife looked it up last week randomly, and it was like our tickets were second to last row. So they were not free, but they were not expensive.
yeah.
And we live here, so we went. He's from Tallahassee, Florida. So there was a bit of a homecoming thing, although he's going to West Florida later this week. So that's like a big thing. He's releasing a new song. T-Pain's releasing new music.
New music.
But he did a whole bit about how old people were in the crowd and how old he was. And like how he's like, I'll keep it to a tight hour and a half, whatever, because I know everyone has to get home to their Tempur-Pedics and all of this.
It's so good.
Which was class. He the crowd is a vibe on its own.
Okay, I can only imagine.
The range of people and then the experience they're going through. Like there was a guy in front of me who had brought a bandana, and he was like rapping every song, and I was like, this guy's probably an accountant. You know, but like he was 20 years younger in it, and all the old stuff. We're talking
he
like
was at the
03.
club.
He was like, this is my guy. Like emotional. The guy next to me kept dapping me up. I was like, we don't even know each other.
This is so good.
And it was like, yeah, it was gold. So that was what was happening for me to close out what was a very hectic week. And a lot of soccer going on.
I'm so happy for you that you had that experience. I had my best, real quickly, my best concert experience was, did you ever go see a show at Forest Hills in Queens?
I have been once. It's amazing.
Oh, amazing venue. So yeah, if you're in the New York area or if you like follow a band that's playing there, do it. It's awesome. But there is a noise ordinance there
Mm-hmm.
because it's literally in like this awesome neighborhood. Forest Hills is
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a really, really cool like part of Queens. Everything's like Tudor
Mm-hmm.
style, just very charming. So Ian, the Hubs, is a huge or was a huge Modest Mouse fan, and they were playing there last year. The Pixies were the headliner, so Modest Mouse was opening. So they started at 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's
We
an
were
early show.
done by 7:30. At the time we were living in Connecticut. We got an Uber back to Connecticut. We were back on our couch by like 9:30 at night, and we were like, that was the best concert experience ever. And that's how old we are, because we were like just so jacked to be back on our couch.
That is a show experience for sure.
Yeah, but that's it. But everyone was like, that like sort of like late 30s into 40s 50s crowd, and like just kind of like jamming. It was awesome.
Just living the dream finally one more time.
Oh, more of that, please. That's what
Yeah.
I need. Okay, soccer.
T-Pain will provide it for you if you want. I'm
We
just
should
saying.
get T-Pain. Maybe T-Pain should like do some stuff at the World Cup, or maybe like
Probably.
MLS Cup final.
So what's funny is I had seen him. Then we'll be done with T-Pain. I have seen him actually 3 times in the last 2 years because my wife was doing work with the NBA and he was on some contract clearly where he was doing like shows around NBA stuff. So I have seen T-Pain in now 4 cities in the last 2 years, and he does this show like kind of like basketball halftime show where he like goes between all his songs. It's like 8 minutes. He does like a ton of stuff. There's dancing, whatever. And I was like, oh, that's the thing he does for these short, like 15-minute shows. That's what he did last night because he literally just has a 20-year catalog of like stuff he's produced, stuff he's featured in, stuff that's his. And then he's done a lot of covers now where he slow song sings. He has a Tennessee whiskey cover that is unreal. Yeah. I'm going to send it to you.
You gotta send me
Keon will also be sending you stuff soon because Keon also loves T-Pain when he sings real music. And so, yeah.
I had no idea. What an education, once again, I'm getting from David Goss. Thank you for all the T-Pain intel. Appreciate it. Okay. Soccer-wise, which is also the name of your podcast. See what I did there? That's why it's a good name.
Works. It
so
works.
It's why it's a good name for a podcast.
When we made the name, I didn't want it to be like knowledgeable or smart. And then when I Googled using the word wise, it was like, oh, this is actually the most common way. Is all things considering, like no one thinks of it that way. And then I made the logo an owl, and I was like, why did I lean in the other direction? But I like owls.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Right, you nailed it. You nailed it. But like we mentioned, it was like there's just a lot happening in the soccer sphere right now. Goss, what's kind of like the biggest thing for you right now in the soccer world? The biggest news item, if you will.
I would say too, the World Cup qualifying stuff, like all of the African teams being locked in and being like, oh, like we're going to do a bunch of work around covering the World Cup. And I was I thought about some stories where it's like, I'd love this team to qualify. Like, I'd love to retell the Ivory Coast stories of like what Didier Drogba did during the Civil War and like the way the sport helped. And you're like, it'd be nice if they qualified because then we could talk about that stuff.
Totes.
So that stuff was cool. The Cape Verde stuff was awesome. I'm excited that Morocco's back. Algeria has never had World Cup success, even though they've arguably been the best team in Africa over the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. And that's the same for Egypt as well in their past. So like those teams being back are cool. And they're also all teams that just have great fan bases in the US. So, and Canada. I don't know about Mexico as well. So like, I'm excited for all of that. And then that energy of like games that matter because it's ending going into MLS, NWSL, USL playoffs.
Yeah.
That's like the vibe right now.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think, I don't know. Our conversation with Dunny that we had earlier this week.
Dunny's electric.
He's electric.
He draws you in. He's a storyteller.
He's so good. Also, like he is such a good analyst. I love listening to him on the call of MLS games, US games. Like he is just he comes at it from, he has that like player knowledge obviously, but like his his tactical analysis and the way like he can just break it down in ways that I understand it completely. It's just, yeah, I love Dunny. He's a gem. But he also like he's infectious, and he got me like feeling like really good
Yeah.
about the US, which I can't say that I have. Felt like really good. I've been like, okay, like at various points in the last few years of just like, all right. But like, I was like, oh. And then he's going through what I realized, which I don't think I really thought about, Goss, was like, we kind of have depth.
Yeah, it's
Like,
weird.
I
It's a
was
weird
like,
team.
wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
he's got, like, Potch actually has, like, decisions to make and options.
And as he said it, and this was talking about, I was in sort of these group chats on Tuesday or Wednesday morning of like, there's not a lot of sure spots, and some of that is positive, which is hard to recognize or like deal with because we're coming out of sort of a darkish period
Yeah.
where you're like, I don't know who the starting right back is because it could be Dessert or it could be Freeman. But that's a good thing because they're both good enough to be the starter. I don't know who the starting center forward is because it could be Haji Wright. Based off what I saw this week, it could be Bolligan. But that's not a bad thing. But it's hard to take that as we're coming out of a period of like, well, we don't have a left back. We don't have a center forward.
Yep.
We don't have a center mid or a goalkeeper. And that's the part that's like a little bit hard to wrestle with in all of that. And you are completely right, which is like there are 40 players in this pool legitimately, and not just in the pool, could be a major part of it. And based off Christian Roldan's like movement, it may even add to that or may even change. And that's not all a bad thing, but it's hard to put your finger on. I think that's the part that's really tough about it. And I appreciated Dunny being around it, being like, no, this is all real. Like what you're feeling from the outside is real of like, this group's connected, they care. And I think it was a really good week for people to see a lot of that of like a little trouble with Ecuador, a little trouble with Australia, getting results still. I thought Chris Richards was bad on both goals they conceded. But like, I would follow him into battle.
100%.
Love all of that. So like, whatever, it happens. But I think that's sort of the nature of it all. And Dunny was going through that with us.
He was literally like had just gotten off the plane after calling the match the night before. So it was like he was still processing, but it was really, really interesting. And it felt good to kind of hear him validate what I thought maybe I was feeling, but sometimes I feel like I'm like too influenced by either what I'm seeing on social media or just my pure emotions, which, oftentimes they lead you astray, don't they? But it was a great conversation. If you guys haven't checked out the latest episode of Kickback Committee with Brian Dunseth, do yourself a favor, sit down either in your car while you're cleaning the house, take a listen. It honestly, I felt really good after that conversation. And he provided just some awesome insight into where we're at with the U.S. men's national team. So thank you, big time thanks to our guy Dunny.
Yeah.
Not to bang on the one Knox train, but
do it because I just found out today that there's a regular season trophy.
There is. Is there?
There's
a shield.
Like there's a shield.
There's a shield.
I don't know. Runs the shield or supporters?
I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea. But I asked Ian. I was like, there is like a trophy, a shield, and he was like, yeah. There is one. So
I just picture the trend that went around of people asking their like professional athlete partners, do you wish you were athletic? Have you seen that? That's how I picture you like looking up from the couch being like, if you win this season that we're fully committed to and it's all we're about, do you get a trophy? And he's like, yeah, have we not talked about this? What are you talking about? That's how I picture that going down.
It kind of was like that. We were actually in the car and I was like, yo, do
you win something?
And he kind of like
winning?
looked at me like, yeah. What?
Love that.
You didn't know that? I was like, sorry, so sorry. But it's things are a little tense in the Fuller household right now because one Knox is in pole position to win the league.
First place right now. Control their own destiny.
And they don't play until Sunday. And so there's like a few results that could happen on Friday and Saturday that could like I think technically if like Chattanooga and Spokane somehow lose or maybe even like draw one of them, like they might clinch the league this
Right. There
weekend.
are 2 games left, and
Yeah.
Knoxville's 2 points up on second place.
Yes.
But third place has a game in hand
Yes.
And
And they
would-
play, gosh,
next Wednesday.
next
I think.
Wednesday, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Against, I think it's Spokane against Portland. Is it Portland Hearts of Pine?
Yes.
And we just played Portland. They're
Right.
not a easy team to beat. So this, I mean, it's just, yeah, there's a few things that could happen, but I'm starting to feel that I'm trying to like downplay it, but and Ian's being very like chill about it, but I'm also like, I know inside I know what's going on. I know what's going on, but it's crazy. Like it's actually crazy that we're at this point in the season and that they are in that position where they control their own destiny. I'm obviously incredibly proud, but I'm going to be a nervous wreck this weekend. Like I'm already anticipating like just the stress eating that's going to happen in this house.
It's a different vibe rooting for sports when you have this connection, huh?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's personal. It's like in a way that like, yeah, like I love Liverpool. I want them to win, but like, this is like a guttural feeling of like, no, like this is my person. This is my guy and his team. And this is his livelihood and his job. Like it's very,
but it's also still sports where you're like, anything could happen. And
anything
that
could
sucks.
happen. I know, especially in League One.
Yeah.
But I encourage everybody to check out. So these games are, I mean, they are entertaining as hell. Like it is really, really fun. It's crazy because like, obviously this is technically Division 3. And so sometimes the quality is, not as high, but then there are these like absolute like moments of brilliance that happen. And it's just, I don't know. It's always chaotic. It's always
Also,
fun.
I say this to people all the time because I have talked about it many times. I love college soccer. I think college soccer is great. Quality doesn't lead to drama always. So like people love college football and college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
The people who play them, even at a really high level compared to pros, often are very not good. And sometimes that part makes it more fun, like when the guy fouls someone taking a 3-point shot at the buzzer, up 3. Why would you do that? Because that person's not going to play in the NBA or the WNBA, and that is the gap. And so, like, but there's still, a lot of passion, and people really care, which I think that's your, like, best case scenario. It's like there are stakes. There's the potential that a lot could happen. Except for MLS, every single one of the postseasons is single elimination the whole way through coming up. So, like, for the next month and a half, pretty much every game we watch, for especially the leagues we cover heavily, MLS, NWSL, USL Championship, USL League One, every game is going to be win or go home, which is so like fun. The dream scenario, and it's really, really cool.
We love it. So we've got Decision Day in MLS coming up on Saturday. We had a lot of people. So we did an AMA on Reddit yesterday. And if any of y'all are listening right
Shout
now,
out
thank
to the
you.
People. Yeah.
Great questions.
It was awesome.
Seriously, like really, really awesome questions. It was so cool. But we got a lot of Decision Day questions, Gus. And just kind of like, obviously in the East, it's all, like basically done and dusted. But in the West, somebody asked me like who's going to be sitting outside.
Yeah.
In the Western Conference. And I was just like, I had to like kind of look. And I'm pretty sure I said that I thought Salt Lake would hang on to that 9 spot. I think that's what I said.
I think there's a good chance Salt Lake finishes 8th.
Okay.
And right now it feels most likely that they play the worst team and they are currently in. And most likely if they tie or win, they're in. So they're on the road at St. Louis, but like you gotta put up points at some point in this process to make the playoffs. As a Mets and Jets fan, I can say sometimes you back in, but very rarely is that's what
like
happens.
Colorado is playing LAFC. Like that's Eeh.
Yeah.
Eeh. I wouldn't want to face LAFC right now.
No, but LAFC also may have nothing to
They may
play
have,
for
so they
or
could
less
kind of
to
take their
play
foot off
for.
the
And yeah,
pedal a little
Sun's
bit.
coming back from playing for South Korea and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, Dallas is in the worst spot and the best spot. So they're in
Yeah.
eighth, but both of their starting forwards are suspended and they're going to Vancouver, who are playing for a chance to be top of the West for the first time in the club's history. And Thomas Mueller's on fire right now. And then there's this weird cascading thing down where our guy, Mark Anthony Kaye, is the team that's furthest out right now and may have the clearest path to getting in, which is bizarre to look at. Like they are 10th. No, they're 11th right now. But if they win and Dallas or Colorado drop points, assuming RSL gets points, there's a decent chance that San Jose gets a playoff spot.
And San Jose plays
Austin at home, who have zero to play for. Austin are locked into the 6th seed no matter what they do. And they're not very good. Both of those things happening at the same time. Yeah, it's wild.
Crazy. Yeah. Love Decision Day. Did you know Ian and I met on Decision Day?
Hey!
Yeah, it's a real love story.
A Decision Day love story. We are going to write our Hallmark soccer Christmas movie.
I can't wait.
But a Decision Day love story kind of has a vibe to it.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Little bit. Yep.
Have you thought through potential Hallmark-based actors and actresses to play? They can't be big name.
Oh, that's
right. They have to be sitting in that C tier.
Like, who's the guy he's Cameron McIntosh? Okay. I think would be Ian. Would make a good Ian.
I love that you knew someone.
He used to be on a soap opera. I think it was
not the person that I just Googled. I just Googled the wrong person.
Or is it Cameron McIntosh? I think that's his name.
I keep finding someone who is a British.
The composer?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I will send you a good list of potential because I have a friend who does a Christmas movie podcast, and she is now like connected with all of the actors and actresses in the world. So she knows who everyone is. I could honestly send pictures of you two and she could tell us. I might do that.
Absolutely love that she started a podcast.
It's unreal. Yeah.
Because that is like a thing that is brilliant.
Yeah.
And I need to listen to it now because tis the season, Goss. We're almost there.
We are very, very close. I'm fully aware of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Amazing. Yeah, get back to me on the casting for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we do Arizona real quick before we get out of here?
Yes.
So we have for players, this is going to be the hardest part. So we have Julie Ertz, which feels obvious.
That is a slam dunk. Yes.
Mm-hmm. We have Jess McDonald, who retired as the all-time leader in goals and assists in NWSL history. So that feels like a slam dunk as well. I think has a World Cup victory ring, whatever you get as well. So those feel pretty safe.
Okay.
Luis Robles, the Iron Man.
Yeah.
10 straight years, started literally every single game for a Red Bull team that won like 3 supporter shields. So that feels like a locked in one. Thank you, Douglas, for confirming that 2019 Jess McDonald was on that team. So those are top 3. That feels locked. After that, there's a couple names that you could throw in. Pablo Mastroeni, also World Cup veteran, also an incredible career, and now as a coach as well. Feels like one of them. Brad Evans is here. Richie Ledesma is here. Ashley Hatch is here. And Robbie Finley, who also is a World Cup vet, is here as well. So there's a lot of really good players in that list. I think Pablo's probably a step above everyone else.
Yep. I think if you played for the U.S., like you're...
Like a lot.
Yeah. Like that's... Like you're in.
Yeah. I think that's fair. So Pablo's in, and then we'd have to figure out the 5th one and decide on it. And all of them have decent arguments. Brad Evans and Ashley Hatch probably have the longest pro careers, but Richie Ledesma still playing. Mm-hmm. But Brad Evans probably won 3 or 4 MLS Cups.
Ooh, that's right.
So that probably is a good reason.
I feel like that would kind of push him over the edge for me.
Let's see if I can get an exact number there. I think he won 1 in Columbus, and then he won... Oh, he only won 1 in Seattle because he was retired before the later ones. And he won 2 Shields and 4 U.S. Open Cups.
Yep.
Feels like a safe bet. Okay.
Feels like a safe bet.
So we have our 5. There we go.
I love it. We got one of our Adrian Gandhi said Pablo for his beautiful hair alone gets him in our
Did you know
comments.
that he had water fountain photos too?
So I didn't realize it was like the entire team.
I've only seen 3 of them.
The entire team.
I've seen McBride, Pablo, and Landon now. We talked to Landon about this last week in
DeMarcus
person.
Beasley.
Oh, he has photos? I haven't seen those.
And I can't remember where I saw them.
Tell Dunny
I'm always
to get
assuming
us
it's
the
Pablo
photos.
Mar. Because I think, do you know he has like the negatives?
Yeah. And I think he picked up the water fountain and drove it to Frisco, Texas to sit in the Soccer Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so our friend Adrian said he was on the bench and wearing white pants in these photos.
Yeah.
Pablo.
Yeah. He is maybe the most like intensely set up for it, and I didn't even know that he was part of it. Yeah.
We need to track these down.
I agree. This is now our goal.
This is a deep dive.
As a group.
Do you think Pablo has any? Like, do you think like he part of him? Like I would want those.
Yeah, it's soccer history right there.
Right?
That's culture. That's heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should hit up Pablo. He's cool. I feel like he'd be like, yeah, here they are. I'll show them to you.
Probably. It feels like it would be an intense conversation because he's an intense person. But yeah, you're right.
Intense.
He probably would be pretty chill about it in the end.
He's very intense. Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel good about our 5 players that we've picked. You had mentioned a couple bars that got shouts on our socials in Arizona. Guys, we need your help. I am not well versed in soccer in Arizona.
No, we are not experts at all, but we have the Arizona Arsenal Soccer Club for Youth Club.
Okay.
For Urban Legend, we have this guy, Mark Curlin.
Who's Mark Curlin?
I will send you the link. He was born in Phoenix, played like all over the indoor scene, like scored 1 million goals in indoor soccer. Because it's kind of that someone used the dark period recently. I think it was Sasha Swarovski in an interview, and you're like, oh, that's probably a better way to say it, which is like between NASL, peaks, and MLS and like fully pro setups, and like won everything, scored all over the place. Unreal mullet, like flow.
Okay, say no more.
Vibes. Yeah, he's, and I think his family also are all soccer players too. So I just put a picture in our WhatsApp group so you can look at that. And Morgan went and found this, and I'm like fully here for it. This is probably someone else.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Like probably would have played for the national team if the national team existed. Yeah, that was also a thing I guess I could have done. So that's our urban legend that we've just gone with because we didn't get other feedback.
He just screams urban legend.
Yeah.
Mark. What a flow. Speaking of flow, did you happen, this is so sidetracky, but did you happen to see Ecuador's head coach and his hair?
Yes. I thought it was Ricardo Gareca for a second, who has great hair. I was like sitting in the stadium and was like, did I miss something? And it was not. It's Sebastian Becca Casese. Mm-hmm. Whoa, that is a last name.
But I saw him as soon as I saw the hair, I was like, oh, I bet he's an Argentine. And then I saw him like going in for the potch hug, like, and they were like, kind of like broing out, and I'm like, definitely an RG, definitely. I mean, right. But his hair, I was like, I forgot to bring it up this week.
No, so I was in the stadium and also was like, oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
It's so good. Anyway, that was I sidetracked us. My apologies.
It's all good stuff.
It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Who's Arizona's rival state between New Mexico, Utah, and California?
I'm going to ask Joe Larry again. I forgot to ask him that, and he will know better than us.
Okay. I feel like it has to be New Mexico.
I already know what he's going to say, which is it's always California. Everyone says California. It's like you can't all be rivals with California.
Yeah. California, it's like, it's so long.
But everyone always brings it up.
Okay, well.
And I get it, but like you got to find something. You know, it's the meme of like, I don't even think about you, which I think is from Mad Men, which I've never watched.
You should. It's really good.
Nice. Doug
Really
says,
good.
be like New Jersey, hate everyone. That was Tom's official statement. Everyone was New Jersey's rival.
Yeah, literally. New Jersey versus everyone.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm pretty sure I've seen a bumper sticker.
And I think for Bar, we're going Crown Public House in Phoenix. But if anyone else has something that they feel strongly about,
If you got something to say,
you get like 10 more hours.
now's the time.
Yeah. So you have 10 more hours to get back to us.
Amazing. Cool. Goss, I know you're a busy man. You've got engagement. You've got more podcasts to go on.
I'm doing Cincinnati soccer pod later, which I'm stoked about because I love the people in Cincinnati and I love talking soccer with people in Cincinnati. And before
what are you just like ahead of decision day?
Yeah, big picture.
Yeah,
big picture MLS stuff. Cincinnati is a soccer market. And yeah, I think some playoff stuff.
Awesome. Make sure you post that on your socials so I can give it a listen. I like to check in on you.
Thank you.
Make sure you're consistent. You know, I gotta make sure you're giving the same information across all platforms.
But in different ways, making everyone feel, like it's something unique that's been said.
She's always watching.
I'll like say something like, oh, I always think this, and then say some grand thing, and I'm like, I've said that like 25 times. Everyone already knows what I'm about to say.
Whatever. Cool. Guys, thank you so much for hanging. Yes. Frank Dolan, you rule. Adrian Gandhi, you rule. Really
Frank, we're going to get to Iowa, I promise. And we are so excited for you to load us up with all of
I know. We're coming straight to you, straight to the source. So get ready. But guys, make sure you check out the latest episodes of Kickback Committee. Soccer-wise, subscribe to our newsletters. And I know it's Baby Friday, but enjoy your weekend and all the soccers. We'll see you next week.